Hey everybody! That was fast. Usually it takes a minute. Happy Monday, and here we are, Facebook Live. I am so excited. Say hi so I can see if I can see the comments. Let me know once you find us. I am excited tonight. We are going to be talking all about how to choose the next best training for your doula business. There are so many choices out there in terms of add-on trainings that you can take. And how do you know which ones to choose? So I would love to hear. Let me know in the comments like what you're thinking about. All right, I see Carolyn. I see Labor to Love. Okay, it's working. I love when the tech side of this all works. So let me know as you come in. Hey Karen, let me know as you come in what trainings you're thinking of. Like what kinds are you thinking of? Lactation, sleep, belly bunding, nutrition. There's so many choices. And this is not about bashing one training. I don't want to bash anybody. This is not about specific training organizations. This is also not going to be about your doula training. This is for people who are already doulas and you're thinking of what to do next in terms of a training or a certification. So awesome. Yay. Lactation, consultant, educator. Great choice. Okay. So as I was saying, there are so many choices out there. You know, it's like you finish your doula training and then it's like, oh, do this, do that. Learn nutrition, learn sleep, learn belly bunding, learn car seat safety, all this. There, like I said, so many choices. So it's like, yes, nutrition, meditation, baby wearing, yes. Oh, so many. Postpartum healing lodge, yes. These are all really good. Bereavement, miscarriage support, awesome. So I just posted the link of if you want to download, I have created a free decision-making checklist to help you, and you can download it. You don't have to do it now, but at the end of this, if you want your own to print out, but I'm going to kind of walk you through it. Yes, yoni steaming, sitz baths, all that stuff. So I've been a postpartum doula now for 10 years. And 11 years actually, and I still remember though when I was first starting out that I finished my training, I got my certification, and I still was like, oh, a little nervous to like actually go start working with clients. And I was like, well, maybe I'll go take more training. Maybe I'll take some more classes. And I did eventually go on and take my CLC, lactation counselor. And actually I ended up taking a prenatal yoga teacher training. I was already a yoga teacher, and one more. Oh, I got certified to teach the yoga birth method. So I will tell you what exactly the decision-making process that helped me decide on those three. And I'm not saying that these are the best for you. That's not what this is about. I'm just going to talk about the decision-making process. So I wish I had kind of come up with this decision-making process sooner instead of spending so much time just feeling like I wasn't ready yet. And that's good old-fashioned imposter syndrome. You think you're an imposter, that you're not good enough to be a doula yet. You don't have enough to offer, so you have to go get some trainings. And that's really kind of at the root of what we're going to be talking about today. So there's really 3 questions that you need to ask yourself as you start to think about additional add-on trainings. The first question is why? Why are you interested in more training? Do you think it will help you earn more money in your doula business? Like, do you think it will help you raise your rates, or can you charge more, or can you do add-on services? Is that why you want to do this, to earn more money? The second thing is, do you think this training will help you get more clients in terms of, there's in a couple of different ways, and I'll get into that in a minute. Or are you just super passionate about the topic and you have the time right now and the money to invest in it? So those are 3 great reasons to take a training. So dig deep and really start to think about the why. Why are you considering more training? And the question to really, really ask yourself, am I interested in this training because I feel like it's the missing piece that is going to help me get more clients? So think about it. And the reality check there is, are people not hiring you because you don't have enough certifications? Or are people not hiring you because they don't know you exist? So the way to figure this out is, are you going on lots of interviews, prenatal interviews with couples and people, and then there's and you say, oh, go think about it and call me back. Do they call you back and say, it was great meeting you, but we've decided to go with this other doula because she had training in XYZ? Are you getting lots of messages like that after interviews, that they've chosen someone else because they have more experience, more qualifications, more certifications? Or are you just not going on interviews because you're not getting inquiries, you're not getting phone calls, you're not getting forms filled out on your website? So which is it? That is super telling. If it's the first one, everyone in your area is hiring someone else because they're also a lactation counselor or whatever. Or in that case, go out, get the certifications that the people in your area want and demand. Or are you just not going on interviews because no one knows you exist? They're not finding your website. They're not finding you on social media. And they're not calling you in the first place. And if that's the case, you don't need more. You don't need another certification. You just need to spend some time on marketing. Sosik is saying so you're going on interviews, Sosik, and people are not hiring you because of pricing. So then that's another thing to look at. Either your prices are too high, or, you'd have to dig into that. So how is that landing? Lizzie says, great distinction. And this is kind of like a hard little tough love truth bomb coming at you tonight from the Doula Darcy, but it's so important because I see so many doulas who aren't getting clients. They're not getting inquiries. They're not getting phone calls. They're not going on interviews. And so they think, well, I'll take another $700 training. I'll whip out my credit cards and put another $1,000, training. And then the problem is, you go take that training and you still haven't done any marketing. You're still not going to get interviews just because you magically have another training. I am all for you taking all the trainings. Education is amazing. The more we know and the more we have to offer our clients is fantastic. But don't do it when in place of marketing, if that's the true problem. Okay, does that make sense? Okay, so the number 2 question that you want to ask yourself is, will this training help connect me to new clients? The very, very best add-on skills and trainings are ones that increase your knowledge, yes, and help you connect to new clients. So think of things like prenatal yoga, childbirth education, any prenatal fitness class, any class that you would teach to prenatal people, pregnant people, so that you're standing up in front of a classroom of pregnant people, potential clients, so they get, so for instance, I happen to already be a yoga teacher. I took a training, the 40-hour, I think it was, at the time, it was $400 to add on an additional training. I'm sorry, it was $400 to do the 40-hour prenatal yoga teacher training. That allowed me to start teaching prenatal yoga every Monday night. I had, 10 people in my class, and I got to talk to them each week about what a doula does. And, I taught the yoga class, but I could weave in stuff about how important a postpartum doula was. I got clients from that, and they paid me to teach them yoga. So I was earning money teaching yoga, and then I was getting clients out of it. So it paid for that $400 training in no time. So I'm not saying everybody has to go be a prenatal yoga teacher, but if you take a training to be a childbirth educator or hypnobirthing instructor or something where you can teach a class and earn money for teaching the class and put yourself out there in front of a group of people that will hire you 3 months down the road, that is a great training or certification to invest in. So Tiffany is saying, this is a truth bomb. I've already paid for 4 certifications though, but from what you're saying, marketing yourself and getting yourself out there is more important. Yes. If you're sitting around and you don't have enough clients, if you have plenty of clients and you have plenty of money coming in, take as many trainings as you want. But if you're taking trainings instead of working with clients because clients don't know you exist, then there's your problem. Yes, so sick. CPR instructor, another great example. You could teach, infant CPR to pregnant people and new parents, and if you're a postpartum doula, get clients that way. So think of it, which trainings you're going to take first, and maybe, if there's an awesome one that you couldn't teach a class from, save that for later. Take the ones now that will pay for themselves because you can earn an income teaching the classes, or it will help you earn more money as a doula and, pay for itself in no time. So if you download my little decision-making checklist, there's like a formula there where you can punch it in and figure out, here's what the training costs, here's what I could earn teaching a class, here's how quickly I will earn my investment back. So that is the third question. What is the ROI? In the business world, we call ROI is the return on investment. So what is the return on investment from any training that you're going to take in addition to after you've done your doula certification? So based on figuring that out, what its certification costs and what it could help you earn. So for instance, like becoming a lactation counselor would be a great idea, and also like a sleep consultant, something that you can, I'm a CLC, so sometimes I go on just lactation visits. They're not my postpartum doula clients, but I just do one-off lactation visits as well. That's fantastic. I also, once I got that CLC certification, raised my rates because, there were other postpartum doulas in the area that didn't have that. So I could charge a little bit more. So think about trainings like that. Sleep consulting, great option. And you guys know I love Jane Havens. So she's got a great sleep training program. She's got actually, I'm going to be talking with her in a few weeks about it. So stay tuned. That'll be another Facebook Live. But that's another great option because you can, you finish your doula work with them and then you can add on, welcome clients back for sleep consults. So once you kind of figure out the ROI, so Jane Havens has a great Facebook group called Becoming a Sleep Consultant. Head over there, join that, tell her I sent you, and check it out. Also, stay tuned. I think it's like October 18th or 19th. She and I are going to be talking more in depth about choosing sleep consulting as an add-on training. So, so based on the ROI, based on the return on investment of the training, you know, earning potential, how fast you can earn it back, you have to decide, does it make more sense to invest in this training, or does it make more sense to invest in marketing? And the great thing about marketing is it doesn't cost any money. You know, marketing is networking in your community. Marketing is posting on social media. You know, all this free stuff. Yes, you can spend money on marketing, but you don't have to. So in so many cases, I see this over and over again. Instead of the next $600 training, that's not going to give you much of an ROI, much return on investment, it's better to just invest some time in marketing. Yes, your time is worth money, but you don't have to pay for anything. And as a new business owner, that's so fantastic. So, and what I so often see is that people are not hiring you because you don't have enough experience or you don't have enough training or certifications. People aren't hiring you because they don't know you exist. And when that is the case, the answer is that you need marketing, not more training. So the good news is I'm your girl. I'm your marketing girl. I have 10 years of advertising and marketing experience, and I am obsessed with sharing it with you and helping you get more doula clients through marketing. So join my free Facebook group, the Doula Marketing Group. I will put the link in the comments below. I'm always sharing tips there. I can't look up the link. I'll do it in a minute, but you just search it. And I'm always sharing tips there on how to grow your business with marketing. And okay, so Tiffany says, although which is in demand more, sleep consultant or postpartum doula? I mean, I think they're equally in demand. You know, the cool thing about doing both is that, you know, you also have to think about where's your passion. Okay. What kind of Monique wants to know, what kind of marketing do you suggest? So you can head to my website and download my free guide on how to get clients. And that I got like my top 5. Oh, thank you, Lizzie. Sorry. But like I said, the best ways to market yourself are to get out in the community, start networking with other birth professionals in your area, start speaking at the prenatal yoga classes, start speaking at the childbirth ed classes, start posting on social media, all those kinds of things. Like, again, I said, that are free. And just, you've got to get out there and meet people, spread the word, have a good website, all those things. And like I said, I'm always, sorry, I'm making sure I didn't miss anything. I'm always talking about marketing tips over in the Facebook group, the Doula Marketing Group. So I hope you guys will all head over there. Monique says, can you answer my first question, please? I don't know what it was. Let me scroll back. Can you type it again, Monique? Oh, I'm wondering if I can jump into this type of work as an RN in NM. I don't know what NM is without further certification. You don't technically need to be certified to be a doula. I highly recommend that you take a training, especially as an RN, so that you know the boundaries between RN and doula. But yeah, so once you take the training, you can totally be a doula, and you don't have to, New Mexico. Yeah. So you can, that's a great, great crossover. So I hope that this has been helpful. So Lori asked, how about when survivors give birth? I am not 100% familiar with that training. I'm not 10% familiar with that training. I'm not a birth doula. So, and I think that one's about birth trauma. So I would ask you, go get my checklist at the link up in the description of this and figure out the ROI. Like, what's the cost of when survivors give birth? And, can you teach a class? How can you raise your rates? Can you can you do add-on consults? What's the earning potential from that training, and how quickly can you earn it back, and how much will it impact your income, really? So again, I do not at all want to sound like I am against you going out there and getting more trainings and more certifications. I am all for it when you're doing it at the right time and for the right reasons. If you're going into credit card debt and spending time taking trainings when you don't have any clients, that's not the right time. Because you're over here taking more trainings when you could be out there helping a new family, helping a pregnant person giving birth. So I just want to be clear that I'm, like I said, I listed off the trainings I've taken. I'm always learning. I'm always going to weekend conferences. I just went to one on tongue tie recently. Well, actually, that was a few years ago. But pre-COVID, I would always go to a weekend training, like add on, just for more knowledge. But it was because I worked 30 hours that week. I had a full client load. I had the money and wanted to take this add-on training. So absolutely, as the years go by and you are working as a doula, yes, take more trainings. Yes, do all the learning, but don't really dig deep and ask yourself, are you taking all these trainings because you're just a little bit afraid to put yourself out there, or you feel like, it's imposter syndrome that no one will hire you until you have 10 more credentials. And that's just not true. Awesome. Lizzie is looking for a training on how to be trauma informed. That would be great. So how do you reach your max return on investment without losing business? That is a great question. That would totally depend on you. Okay, now everybody's getting into specifics. My favorite tongue tie handouts. I love Dr. Bobby Gahary, Gharei. He has a great website with lots of general info that's free. I did a training through Dr. Martin Kaplan here in the Boston area. He did a training in Boston. It was awesome. So I hope this is helpful. Go get the checklist, go join the doula marketing group, and start asking yourselves those tough questions about, what trainings on would make the most sense. Monique, it depends on you. It depends on where you live, what you charge, how many clients you have. You have to figure that out. Like what, there's so many variables in the maximizing the ROI without losing business. Women with a Plan on Instagram. I will send you the checklist. Woman with a Plan 1. So I am going to be going live next week on Tuesday, because I got to go to open house for one of my kids next Monday. But next Tuesday, 7 p.m. Eastern, I will be talking about the evidence-based secret to doula success. So stay tuned for that one. Thank you guys for tuning in, for asking all these great questions. Like I said, I am here to help you help more clients. And like I said, if I can save you the time, money, and energy of not taking a training when you really should be just putting some time and effort, time and energy into marketing, that's what I live for. So follow me on Instagram. Go join the Doula Marketing Group. And I will see you guys next week.